terrifying.
Never seen this before.
That's scary.
It looks really old.
I feel like I'm worried. I'd be worried to wear this. I think it's the eyes that are really getting me.
It's the eyes. It's really just the eyes right here.
The eyes are like really horrifying. I don't like the eyes.
I think the eyes, honestly, like the eyes are a little weird. Yeah.
I could definitely see why they changed it. The eyes are definitely giving me a little, just for reference, definitely giving me a bit of a death stare there.
This looks nothing like the present day costume.
I like his hat, his graduation cap. I wish that ours had that now.
I feel like it'd be funny to be in this suit, but I feel like the current one that we have looks better.
It's toasty in here. I've been in the newer mascot. It's warmer in this one.
Oh. Hello, dial-up phone.
I remember these. This is not too old. This is back in my day.
That's a rotary phone. You'd go like, beep, beep, beep.
Definitely haven't seen one since like my grandparents' house.
You go to the number, like let's say 9, right? You bring it down, and you gotta click it, and then it goes 7.
And then you would bring it to like that metal thing, it would stop, it would roll back, and then you'd go to the next number. And then once you got to the number, you just pick one, like, hello? They should bring those back though. Those would be fun.
It's a cassette player.
This is a cassette player.
Believe it or not, I do actually own one of these and I do collect cassettes. If you press that, you can put the CD in and then you would play it.
So, open it up this. I think you put it in this way. Alright. Ooh, this is a hitter. Play this on Rowan radio in like the 60s, people going crazy.
I do know this one. Oh my god, that is so cool.
Yeah, music has gotten better.
Before I mess it up, I'm not gonna.
What is that?
Oh, that's the old torch, right? Because I know we have the new torch that we light like every year, but I'm guessing this is probably the old one.
The original torch of knowledge used at the first Lantern Night procession in June of 1931.
In 1931? Wow. This is some ancient stuff. It's like an old torch.
I like that you were handing me a baseball bat. It like kind of looked like a tiny little like the ones that you get like the baseball games.
I think this is a really interesting piece of like history for Rowan. I came in like 2020, so I didn't really go to my like freshman year welcome picnic. But to see like the original, like the first one, I think it's really interesting.
I think like the passing of the torch is something that's really important to us, and I think it's really cool that we have, you know, this evidence that it's been going on so long, and it's pretty cool that we still have all this original stuff. That's a Slinky. Oh my god. I had like 25 of these when I was like younger.
Oh, I love Slinkies.
Kids used to bring them to school and then teachers would yell at them for messing with them at the desk.
This is what they used to have making in different colors. What is this thing? In Toy Story, the dog, that's just his body.
I remember like in like Toy Story, there was like the Slinky dog.
Kids don't play with these anymore though. I remember you could like put them down the stairs and they would just keep going.
That's a floppy disk?
Like a floppy disk?
That is a floppy disk.
Is this a floppy disk?
It is.
Wow. I'm like killing it today.
You'd put them in computers and some of them would have programs or other stuff on them. I think you could even like put pictures on here.
This is like Well, I guess like the same thing as like a USB stick. Like it would like have, you know, like files on there.
This was basically just like before CDs. You just plop this in there.
You know what it's used for?
Yeah, you would like store data on this, and then you would like put it into your computer, and then that's how you'd like access the data.
And then you'd hear your computer make that boot up sound from the 90s, 2000s.
See, I was just thinking this is another toy I'm really bad at. This is a yo-yo. As you can see, not great.
And anytime I would try to do anything, it would just dangle to the end, and then I'd just try to get it to do something. But yeah, no, I'm like no good at this.
I could do like the little triangle one and the walking dog. But I haven't played with this since I was like 7.
Oh my god, the people who can do like tricks on these.
Hey. Lost him.
Let's see, we'll do the one like walk you like a dog, like see that one. That's basically all I can do. It's like the regular yo-yo, but I don't even think it would come back if I asked it to.
You're a pro. What do you think that is?
I would say maybe like some kind of like ant trap or like bug trap.
I feel like it. See, this looks like the type of thing where like an animal would go in there, but I don't think it's that.
Honestly, I have no clue. It looks like something can go in here, though. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that just by looking at it. That's interesting.
Just like put it in his pocket, like carry it around. It's like good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was I right?
Close.
Close?
I didn't know he did that. That's a fun fact. Ooh, I'm gonna use that one.
They never stung him? I mean, they probably couldn't get out, but like, it's a risk.
I'm glad that he kept this, and that we have it.
I've heard of these. I've never had one before.
Is this supposed to be like a little gremlin? Oh, this reminds me of the Gremlin movie.
It's a Furby. Hey.
I feel like I definitely had one of these growing up. Oh wait, did they have the... Oh my god, it can see me. Hi.
Stuff like that just like creeps me out, cause like seeing horror movies as a kid with like dolls and stuff like moving, like that's definitely where the fear of like, or not the fear, but like the dislike of action figures came from.
I like had one of these moments. Stop talking. Oh my god. Shush. Like, I had one of these when I was younger, and it like would scream in like the middle of the night, and I actually thought I was gonna get like it. Oh my god. And it has like lashes and like really like detailed eyes. Like it just like stares into your soul and like makes you like, it just like looks at you so weird.
I mean, I'm willing to like set aside our differences. I think. Whoa, maybe not. Maybe not. If it's gonna keep yapping like this. Calm down. You know what? I've been close. You're done. You're done. But yeah, I mean, it definitely. I can see the charm. I can see the appeal.